The Orks, also known as greenskins, are a relentless and aggressive species within the Warhammer 40,000 galaxy. Possessing a unique blend of animalistic and fungal traits, they are characterized by their green skin and brutish appearance. Originally dubbed Space Orks to distinguish them from their fantasy counterparts, the Orks are asexual humanoids spread across the galaxy. Despite being perceived as primitive and barbaric by other factions, the Orks are astonishingly successful and widespread, potentially outnumbering every other intelligent species, except perhaps the Tyranids. Their insatiable appetite for violence and conquest makes them a constant threat to all intelligent life forms in the galaxy. Among the myriad alien races in the 41st millennium, the Orks stand out as one of the most dangerous. Their numbers are virtually immeasurable, and they are perpetually driven by an innate desire to engage in battle and expand their domains. In this ceaseless cycle of warfare, Ork empires rise and fall, leaving behind trails of destruction and chaos. Fortunately, Orks typically have short lifespans, often meeting their end in frenzied bouts of violence and internal strife. However, should the Orks ever achieve true unity, they would undoubtedly overwhelm any opposition they face. Orks possess a remarkable psychic ability known as the Gestalt Field, enabling them to achieve technological feats that defy conventional understanding. This psychic power intensifies with the concentration of Orks in a given area, leading to a feedback loop where more Orks are drawn to the growing power, thereby increasing the intelligence and strength of the collective. The relentless drive for conflict has historically been both the Orks' greatest strength and weakness. Internal conflicts and tribal wars have been a constant throughout their history, with only the strongest surviving. Occasionally, a powerful leader emerges who can unite the disparate tribes, sparking massive wars. A combination of migration and holy war capable of decimating entire star systems. The galaxy quakes when the Orks unleash their fury, and in the grim era of the Dark Imperium, the number of Waaghs is unprecedented, threatening the stability of countless worlds. The Orks are a product of ancient bioengineering, crafted over 60 million Terran years ago by a now extinct reptilian species known as the Old Ones, who the Orks reverently call the Brain Boys. Originally dubbed the Krork, these warriors were created with advanced technology and towering stature, some reaching heights of 12 meters. Tasked with combating the Necrons and their Catan overlords during the War in Heaven, the Orks were genetically engineered for strength, aggression, and simplicity. This conflict ultimately led to the downfall of the Old Ones and reshaped the galaxy before the emergence of the Eldari. The Orks' technological prowess is maintained by Odd Boys, a caste possessing innate technical knowledge and skills implanted within their genetic makeup. These individuals excel in maintaining and evolving Ork technology, ensuring the continued functionality and development of the Greenskins' arsenal. The proficiency of Odd Boys is ingrained through ancient genetic memories bestowed upon them by the Brain Boys eons ago. These memories, encoded within the DNA of all orcs, grant mech boys an instinctive understanding of machinery and technology, requiring minimal training to fulfill their role within orc society. While individual orcs lack psychic abilities due to the Old One's design, they possess a unique collective psychic power. This collective belief can manifest in reality through the immaterium, shaping events in real space according to their shared convictions. For instance, orc rockets painted yellow are believed to cause larger explosions, and thus they do, fueled by the collective psychic energy of the orcs. This collective belief extends to orc technology, which may appear crude but is devastatingly effective in their hands. However, when utilised by other intelligent species, the same technology often fails to function, as it lacks the psychic resonance required for activation. The orcs in Warhammer 40,000 are organised into various social and military groupings that reflect their anarchic and martial nature. These groupings, while constantly changing, provide structure to orc society and warfare. At the core of orc military organisation are warbands, ranging from small mobs to large armies, all united under the rule of martial power, typically expressed through physical dominance. Each warband is led by a war boss or a particularly violent orc. Warbands come together to form tribes, with each tribe led by the most formidable orc, known as the war boss. Some tribes are even ruled by monstrous warlords whose strength commands the respect of multiple tribes. In addition to tribes, orcs also belong to clans, which are permanent social groupings marked by distinct colours and symbols. These clans represent enduring philosophical viewpoints on orcish life, embodying the essence of orc identity. While tribes may frequently change and reform, clan ties are more stable, representing the fundamental aspects of orcish character. Each clan has its own unique colours and markings, and also ways of waging war, reflecting the diversity within orc society. It is believed that an orc's clan affiliation may have genetic components, as members of the same clan often share physical traits distinguishing them from others. For example, the Bad Moons are recognised by their faster growing teeth, showcasing the genetic distinctions within the orc clans. Orc tribes are eclectic gatherings, often comprising of orcs from diverse clans. Consequently, when tribal conflicts erupt, orcs frequently find themselves battling against members of their own clan. However, individual loyalty lies with the tribal war boss rather than the clan, fostering intense inter-clan rivalry within most tribes. Despite their seemingly chaotic appearance, orc society adheres to a robust set of traditions that remain steadfast over time. These customs dictate the hierarchy of strength, where the strongest orcs rise to dominance, while the weaker ones submit to their rule, benefiting from the leadership and combat prowess of their conquerors. In the event of defeat by a stronger tribe, defeated orcs willingly follow their new, more powerful leader into battle, embracing the opportunity for greater strength and conquest. The concept of tribal allegiance supersedes clan affiliation, as orcs prioritise unity against common foes. Each tribe is governed by a warlord whose authority maintains cohesion and prevents internal strife. The size of tribes vary greatly, ranging from a few hundred to millions of orcs, depending on the influence and power of the ruling warlord. Due to the limitations of a warlord's presence, orc tribes divide into warbands, led by factional leaders known as war bosses. Each war boss commands a rough army of around 100 orcs, capable of challenging nearly any adversary. While most warbands include a core of orc boy infantry, their compositions vary widely based on the preferences of their leader. Orcs with similar inclinations gather together, resulting in warbands dominated by mechanized speed freaks or pyromaniac burner boys. The preferences of the warboss influence the appearance and tactics of the warband. Some prefer masses of charging boys and hulking knobs, while others favour armoured vehicles or heavy artillery. While orcs belong to tribes, they also affiliate with clans like the Goths or Evil Sons. Tribes constantly shift due to battles, but clans remain enduring fixtures. Larger tribes often consist of diverse clans, each with its own unique character. Although numerous clans exist, only 6 are widely prevalent across all orc tribes: the Bad Moons, Blood Axes, Death Skulls, Evil Sons, Goths and Snakebites. Most warbands or tribes encompass members of at least one of these clans, each with distinct cultural preferences, traits and strengths.